All right, welcome to yoga today. All right, we will just have a nice practice, right? And just as a reminder, do whatever your body is asking you to do. So if there's anything, we were just talking about aches and pains, if there's anything that's bothering you, then listen to your body. If it's uncomfortable and you can't breathe, then don't do it. Do a little something else, or just wait that out and then well, as we go to the next asana. Yeah, but be kind to yourself. Okay, so let's begin. Let's find our chairs. Now, I just need to get it just right. Feet. Okay. All right. Let us begin our practice today with shaking. So shake, shake, shake. We have a few more people joining here. Shake your head. Just shake whatever you want to shake on your body. Yeah. Blink your eyes. This. Yeah, and that's I haven't said this in a little bit. If you watch nature, animals shake. If you have an animal, you see that when they're sleeping, the first thing they do when they get up is they first of all they do usually down dog and then up dog and then they shake and then maybe and so they're just doing that naturally. Yeah. And relax. Okay, sitting a little bit forward in our chair. Good. And just arrive in our space. Yeah. So let's close our eyes, arrive in this sacred space you call your practice. Good. And we're just going to start with the sound of Om. So bringing your palms up on your lap, finding a gentle, nice, tall posture. Imagine your head right above your hips, not forward. Yeah, imagine your heart just lifted slightly. Good. We're going to take a couple cleansing breaths first. So breathing in through the nose and then let it go. And again, breathing in through the nose and let it out the mouth. With just a sigh. And now this time we'll take a breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out with the sound of Om. Om. It's the combination of the sounds ah, oo, and m, and just hum. Yeah. Take a breath in again. And breathe out with Om. Om. Relax. And one more breath in. Om. And relax the breath now. We're going to do a few rounds of a calming breath, calming and focus breath. Yes. So this will be in and out of the nose. And now as you breathe in through your nose, feel your heart rise and your belly rise. Pause the breath. And then as you breathe out, relax your belly, relax your heart. And at the end of the exhale breath, pause. Breathe in, belly, heart. Pause. Breathe out, heart, and belly. Two more. Breathe in, belly, heart, rise. Pause. Breathe out, heart, belly. And one more. Breathing in, belly, heart. And breathe out, heart, and belly. And then relax your breath. Good. Just notice now your natural breath. So that's called box breath or full yogic breath, right? And it helps to calm down the central nervous system and also offer clarity. Yes. Because when we are calm and centered, that's when we have most clarity. Yes, we can't have clarity when we're in anxiety and worry. Good. And now when you're feeling ready and complete, you can gently just split your eyes open. Yeah. And then open them up just a little bit more. And just a little bit more. And then fully open your eyes. Yes. So nice. You have these tools available to you at all times, you know. So when again, you're feeling worried, your mind starts to race. Sometimes for me, for some reason, when it's cloudy out, I get a little bit more anxiety and worry. It's like something's not right, you know. And I've noticed that. I become aware of that. So on a day like today, when it's cloudy, or yesterday, as I said in, my newsletter yesterday, just walk outside and look at nature. Look at the green little blades of grass between the brown blades of grass, all the little pine cones on my front porch. And I look at like all of those little, like the just how, the pine cone is like a little miracle. And so nature is chock full of miracles. So yes, just do yourself a favor, get outside if you can, look outside if you can, just get out of that mindset. And also what we just did, that box breathing, just let the breath dictate your emotions. We've grown into a society where we'll let our emotions dictate our action and our breath, right? Reverse, let your breath dictate your emotions. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's begin to move the body just a little bit. So again, finding a nice tall spine. Good. And then we're going to take a nice big breath in and exhale it out. Oh, yes. All right, we're going to take our right hand. We're going to press into the right side of our head as we press the head over into the hand. Yeah. So you're gonna put a little strength in our neck and then release. And now take the left hand and press your head into your hand and your hand into your head. Good. And then we're gonna take our palm and press the forehead. So press the forehead back as you're pressing the forehead into your hand. And then we're gonna take our hand back to the back of our head and press the head back as you're pressing the hand forward. Press the head back into the hand. Good. And relax. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Have your chin parallel to the floor so it's not raised. Yeah. Another breath in. As you exhale, just drop your head over to the right. Yeah. Just straight right ear towards right shoulder. Release your left arm down, float it away from your body a little bit. And with your hand, just make some figure eights. So we're loosening up the neck, the shoulder, maybe a little bit bigger figure eights with your hands. Yeah. Good. And then pause the hand, turn the palm out, press into your feet, and start to raise your arms slowly up towards the sky. Yes. Nice way to open the shoulder. Good. Take a breath in, exhale it out. Good. Another breath in. Exhale, stretch a little bit more if you can. And one more breath in. And as you exhale, just let that arm float down through space. Good. Relax. And bringing your hand onto your lap, bringing your right hand to your head. And inhale, lift your head back up. Release your hand down. Take a breath in, nice tall spine. Exhale, now drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Okay. And now release your right arm down and do little figure eights on this side. Good. Noticing if there's a difference on either side. Maybe the figure eights get a little bit bigger. Good. Relax, turn your palm out. Now pressing down into your feet, start to slowly raise your right arm up towards the sky. Good. Stretching that whole right side. And breathe. Each time you exhale, see if you have some space to stretch a little longer. Good. Smile on the face. We're just opening and stretching. On your next exhale breath, release, relax that right arm. Just let that right arm flow down. Bring your hand onto your lap. Bring your left hand to the left side of your head now. Inhale, slowly bring your head back up. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Good. And roll them opposite direction. Good. All right, now we're going to take our hands and clasp our hands behind our head. Good. Take a breath in and stretch your elbows back. And exhale, bring your elbows forward. And you can drop your head just a little bit. And inhale, fan your elbows out, look up slightly. Exhale, bring them in. Good. And one more. Stretch back. And bring the elbows in. Good. And then slowly come back up. And now we're going to release our hands and bring our hands to where our neck meets our shoulders. And relax your elbows down forward. Yeah. So we're just holding that area right at the top of our shoulders where our neck connects, or right around in that area. So this is actually it's called a Jinshin point. It's an energy point here. Yeah. And so let's just close our eyes. We're just lightly holding there. Yeah. So this is an energy center here, which helps us to unload all our burdens of the past. Right? Just all our excess baggage that we tend to carry. So you have nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And each time you exhale, just imagine releasing all the worries, the fears, letting go, not clinging to our thoughts and our worries that are so heavy to carry. Yes, doubt, negative thinking. Just let that release, let that go. Good. And then relax the breath. Open the eyes slowly. Yeah. So if you're ever feeling that heavy burden, just lightly sit and hold that area. And just imagine all of those burdens, all of those worries just floating out, because they don't serve the body. Any worries or fears, they just don't serve us. They create dis-ease. Yeah. Release the hands down. Relax them all the way down. Good. And then let's, on an inhale breath, press into your feet and lift your shoulders up to your earlobes. Big breath in through the nose and exhale. Just release. Yeah. Do a couple circles. Inhale, circle forward and up. And exhale back and down. Good. Forward and up. And back and down. And now reverse. Do a couple circles the opposite direction. Until again, just reminding our body that it doesn't need to carry all this luggage, all this emotional luggage. Yeah, good. All right. And then again, now fanning both arms out a little bit, making fists with your hands, and just make figure eights with your fists. I'm getting little clicks in my wrist, so evidently I needed this. Yes, yeah, good. And a couple more. Good. And relax. And now with our shoulders, we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale, relax. So just do a couple nice little shoulder pumps. And relax, good. And now we're gonna do a few elbow pumps. So we're gonna raise our elbows up to just where they're comfortable. Relax your shoulders. The fingertips looking towards each other, yeah. And just start to do elbow pumps. So reaching your elbows back, so you have an itch, yeah. And then in and out of the nose. So opening up our chest area. Good. And you can do lower if this is uncomfortable on your shoulders. You can do higher. You can just experiment to what feels better. But we need to keep these shoulder joints moving. Yes, because, you know, we want to keep all of our joints moving, but our shoulder joints are just this, and then relax and wiggle it out. Shake out your hands, flop them around. All right, making sure that you have some space behind you on your chair. So scooting forward if you need to a little more for our cat-cow. Yeah. So hands start on the thighs. Inhale, feel the heart lift as if you have a string on the heart. Look up slightly. Exhale, slide your hands towards the front of your knees and just let your head drop forward easily. Press into your feet. Inhale, slide your hands up your legs. Maybe bring the palms behind you on your chair as you gently press down. Stretch your shoulders back. Lift your heart. Lift the chin slightly. So we're maybe looking to where the ceiling meets the wall. And then exhale, relax, slide your hands back down your thighs to the front of your knees. Drop your head. Good. And slide your hands up. Again, one more time, just reach the hands back. You can just keep the hands at the top of the thighs if there's not space enough behind you. And then exhale, relax, slide your hands forward, drop your head. And then pressing into your feet, just slowly bring your body straight back up. Good. All right, a little bit of a stretch for our hamstrings here. So feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna bring your heel onto the floor. Knees bent a little bit, yeah. Take a breath in. First, get a nice tall spine. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze up, your chin up slightly. Exhale, keep your head where it is and start to hinge forward. Yes, till you should be feeling a stretch in this back hamstring, right? And maybe even the calf muscle. There's also a nice little stretch for the ankle, or the back of your ankle, your Achilles. Yeah, you can look down at the floor, take a few breaths. Each time you exhale, just see if you can just gently melt. But you want to keep that head forward. That helps us to not round the back. Bring the chin up slightly. Yeah. Good. And now pressing into your left foot, slowly bring the body back up. Good. Slide your foot next to the other. Find your nice tall spine. And for a little bit deeper calf stretch, slide your right foot back. Keep the right heel on the floor till you feel even a deeper stretch on that calf muscle, back of your ankle. So when we keep all these tendons around in our legs and around our feet and our ankles, that helps us to stay more stable, right? It helps us to be able to catch ourselves if we trip. Yes, good, fall prevention, stretching. Good. And then relax, slide your foot next to the other one. All right, now if it's available to you, take a breath in. I know that's available to you. Exhale, come forward. And if it's available to you, clasp behind your right knee. And on an inhale breath, just lift that leg up. Now, if you can transition to, actually lift the leg up first, and then very lightly, we're not doing our hip opener. We're just gonna lightly bring that foot to the other side of this left knee. So the knee's pretty high up, yeah. And then if it's available to you, interlace your hands right below your knee on your shin. Good, and take a nice big breath in. See if you can hug the knee in a little bit. Good. And then as you exhale, start to slide that right leg over to the left. Yes, this is good for if you have any sciatic, for that sciatic nerve. Stretch that, keep that open, not pinching. Yeah, so just take this to where it's comfortable for you. If you're not really feeling anything, maybe hug the knee in a little more to the body. Maybe move over a little bit, but just find your zone, right? Where you feel a stretch there. Good. Breathe. Yes. And then on the next exhale breath, relax and just let the leg remain crossed over. That's not comfortable for you, cross at your ankles. Good. And while here, we're just going to do this nice little twist, nice and gentle. So let's start with just taking the right hand and reaching it behind us like we did with our cat-cow, just that hand, yeah. And then taking the left hand and crossing it gently over. Yeah, if you're crossed at your ankles, maybe the hand is on the outside here. Yeah, take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, press into that right hand or forearm and slowly turn at your waist. And find a nice twist. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Nice long, slow, deep breaths. Next exhale breath, relax your body. Slowly turn your head back forward. Slowly bring your body back forward and uncross. Good. And give yourself a little pat, pat, pat on your thighs. Pat, pat, pat one hand, arm. Pat, pat another arm. Good. All right, let's do that same thing on the other side. So extend the left leg now. Nice tall spine. Sometimes even that, you're feeling a stretch already, just lifting the heart, right? Yeah. Lift the chin up slightly. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, it's almost like you're gliding your belly forward. You're hinging at that hip area. Yes. And come forward till you feel a nice stretch on that back hamstring. Yeah. And then you can feel free to look down at the floor. Notice a difference on this side. This feels a little looser. Maybe it feels a little tighter. Maybe it's equal. And breathe. Good. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Good. And on your next inhale breath, press down into your right foot to slowly bring your body back up. Good. Slide your foot back next to the right foot. And now slide that left foot back, keeping that left heel pressing onto the floor, not lifting. Yeah. Then find that stretch on this side. I found this side on my body was a lot tighter. Yeah. So just take this to where it's comfortable. But it's just nice to get those tendons, keeping those tendons nice and loose. Yeah. Good. And then slide the feet next to each other so the toes are even. Good. And we'll do our sciatic on this side. So hinging forward, clasping behind the knee. If you can, just lift that leg up. Yeah, good. And then just gently crossing it over and transitioning to interlacing on your shin here. Yeah, good. Just again, take this to wherever it's comfortable on your body. If you can hug that leg in a little bit, that's an option. And then start to just gently glide that leg over to the right until you feel a stretch. It should be sort of in that glute area, that left hip glute area. Good. So just find a sweet little stretch there. Good. And then on your next exhale breath, relax. And then just let that leg drop so you're crossed. So again, either at your legs or cross at your ankles. Good. And now nice tall spine. And take that left hand, just gently place it behind that left hip. Right hand crosses over. It's just the forearm is against this outside of the right thigh, or the hand if you're crossed at your ankles. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, press into that the outside of that right leg to start to turn at your waist over to the left. You can turn your head to the left as well and find a nice few deep breaths here. And see if you can inhale and let that belly rise, and exhale, turn a little bit further. And as you exhale, relax the body now. Slowly turn your head back forward. Slowly bring the body back forward and gently uncross your legs. And give yourself a nice massage. Get that blood flow on the inside of your thighs, outside of your thighs. Get the blood flow back into that groin area, that lymphatic system there. Yeah. And roll the shoulders, move the body. All right, one more seated pose here. We're going to take our right leg out to the side. It's seated warrior two pose. Yeah. And so take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale it out. Now we're going to just gently stretch that left arm out to the side, and then the right arm in the T here. Good. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, turn and look over that right to the right middle finger. And breathe. Nice long, slow, deep breaths here. Stretch long. Stretch those arms to either side of the room. Good. And then on the next exhale breath, relax the body. We're going to take the left hand now, release the left arm down, the left hand down. If it's available to you, bring the palm of your left hand onto the seat of your chair there, either next to your hip or a little bit behind, if that's available. If not, you can just have the palm against the chair. We're going to do reverse peaceful warrior. Flip your right palm up. On an inhale breath, press into your feet. Reach your right arm out and up. You can even look up slightly. Good. And then if you'd like to bend your right elbow and bring the hand onto the back of your head. And your left palm is gently pressing in for stability, pressing into that chair. And breathe. Yes. Opening up. Again, that right side. Good. On your next inhale breath, let that right arm float up. Slowly watch as the right arm slowly descends down towards the floor. Yeah. Good. Bringing your hand back onto your thigh, slowly turning your head forward, releasing your left hand. Good. And then just either heel, toe, or step your feet back to hip distance apart forward. Let's take the left leg out. So warrior on this side. Good. Nice tall spine, feet planted on the floor, knees about a 90-degree angle. Reach the right arm back, left arm forward. Turn and look over that left middle finger. Find your breath. So many poses that we can do in our chair that we can do as standing poses too. So nice to have that option. Yeah. Breathe. On your next exhale breath, relax the right arm down. Good. And see if you can land the right palm either next to your hip if you have room on your chair. If not, you can just press the hand into the palm into your chair. Yeah. Flip the left palm up. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Bend the elbow. Bring your left hand to the back of your head. Lift that left elbow up a little bit towards the sky. And breathe here. And opening up that left side, left lymphatic system. Big breath. Just a reminder, if you can't breathe deeply, then back out a little bit. Modify a little bit. Yeah. No strain. Lots of gain. As you exhale, slowly float that left arm up, and then watch as the left arm slowly descends towards the floor. Good. Relax the body, turn the head back forward, hands on our thighs, and heel toe, your foot back to next to each other. Good. And wiggle it out, shake, shake, shake like we started. Just shake off any tension, shake the head. Move the shoulders. Good. And we're going to make our way to a stand. So it's nice to have the heels slightly back. Yes. Nice to hinge forward, keeping the head above the shoulders. And again, as if you're leading with your chin on the inhale breath. Take a breath in, exhale it out, pressing into your heels as you lift your chin up towards the sky to bring yourself to your stand. Good. And coming to the back of your chair. Yeah, good. And as always, do a little shake. Yes. Shake it out. Move the body. Shoulders. Just move however you want to move. Yeah, good. Maybe do a little bit of a walk. Maybe do a little jog, forward and back, forward and back. We might keep going forward and back, not all the way here. Yeah, forward and back, just moving the body, getting the heart, blood flowing. Ah, good. And relax. Good. All right. Coming into our mountain pose, nice tall spine. Good. And on an inhale breath now, we're going to reach the arms forward and up. Good. And we're going to bend the elbows and bring them to the back of our shoulder blades. So our elbows are up slightly. This is a version of a pranayama, the third stage pranayama, breathing. Yeah. So having the elbows up a little bit. Good. And now we're just going to take some nice deep breaths here. So breathing in, relax the belly, feel the heart rise. Breathe in as much as you can, biggest breath, and breathe out. And relax the heart and belly. Breathe in. So this is taking the breath all the way throughout the whole lung. Just take a couple nice big breaths here. Good. Pausing in between. Breathing in, pausing, letting that prana energy swirl around. Breathe out, relax. Breathe out and pause. One more. Breathe in. Pause the breath. Feel the lungs expand. Exhale, relax, and then slowly lower the hands again, just to your neck. Relax the elbows. Just give your neck a little massage. Yeah. Good. And release. Good. Take a breath in and exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Good. Inhale, roll your head over to one side, to the right maybe, and up, and over to the other side and down. Now, if you have your eyes open, maybe try to just look through your eyelashes. So halfway close your eyes or close your eyes fully. And this is sort of you can hold on to your chair, or you can, if you feel stable, to do these rotations with your eyes closed. So when we do it standing, it's a little bit of a balance challenge. Yeah, the head's moving in different directions. And so the brain has to, tell the body, whoa, what you doing? Pause. And when the next time that the head comes forward, pause. And then do a couple reverse, opposite direction. Yes, so just challenging our balance while we relax our head, our neck, our shoulders. Yeah. Good. And one more. And the next time that the head comes forward, now pause. Yeah, and press into your toes and slowly bring your body, your head back up. Good. All right, bringing our legs out a little bit wider and softening our knees. Inhale to one side and ha. Exhale to the other. Inhale and ha with the ha sound. Inhale, ha. Big breath in, ha, let it go. Big breath in, ha, let it go. Two more, ha. Ha, and relax. Good. Bringing your feet back to that hip distance apart. Good. Now we're going to take 3 big breaths in, and with a hump sound, we're going to hump, let it out. So we begin breathing in, arms forward, breathing in a little bit more, and even more. And then let it go. Inhale, 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 and inhale, 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 and 2 more. Inhale, 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 and last. In, and and relax. Good. Shake it out. Move it out. All right. Stretching our hamstrings just a little bit more in pyramid pose. Yes. So you can have your chair handy in front of you if you'd like, or hands on your waist. We're going to bring the right foot forward and the left foot back. Both heels are planted on the floor. Here. Yeah. Good. All right. Now take a nice big breath in, lift the chest, reach your elbows back, look up. Good. And now taking your fingers on the front of your hip bones here, start to slide your hip bones back as your body hinges at your hips, hinging forward. Keep your head above your shoulders. Don't drop your head. Yeah. So we're now just looking down at the floor. Take a breath in. As you exhale, soften. Make sure that that right knee has a little softness in it. And on an inhale breath, lift the right hip up and drop the left hip down a little bit. Like you're evening out your sacrum here. Yeah. And breathe. Sliding those hips back as you exhale. A little bit more maybe. Stretching these hamstrings, back of the legs. Good. And now with your hands, on an inhale breath, press your hips down as you and press into your feet as you slowly bring your body back up. Good. All right. Then step the right foot back. Step the left foot forward. So pyramid on this side. Feet are planted on the floor. I'm going to start with lifting the heart, lifting the chest, looking up. And then as you exhale, start to glide your hips back as you start to hinge forward. Soft, tiny bend in that left knee, not locking it back. And come to your range of motion on this side. Yes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, gently lift that left hip up and drop the right hip a little bit. Again, intention is to flatten out that sacrum. Breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Good. And now on an inhale breath, press down into your hips. Slowly bring the body back up. Good. Step that right foot back, or the left foot back. Shake it out. Shake out your hands. That was a lot of work for your fingers. Yeah, so just let them flop around. Get the blood flow back into your fingers. Open and close. Yeah, good. Shake it out. All right, coming into a warrior two and peaceful warrior on standing. Yeah, you'll feel the difference here. So wide stance here. Lift the right toes up, pivot and drop. Good. Soften the right knee just slightly. Knee above the heel. Yes, good. And then stretch the left arm back. Stretch the right arm forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, see if you can relax your shoulders. Yes, good. And then turn your gaze and look over that middle right finger and breathe. Good. Maybe tuck your tailbone down towards the floor. Good. Toes are, and your balls of the feet are gently pressing into the floor to ground you. Yes, almost as like the tree roots just digging down into the earth. You are so strong. Good. Another breath in. As you exhale, release that left arm down. Flip your right palm up. And on an inhale breath, reach your right arm out and up. And again, on this side, if it's available, if you'd like, you can bend your elbow and just lay your hands, your fingers onto the back of your head. Reach your left elbow up. Breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths here. On an inhale breath, float your hand back up. And then exhale, watch your right arm as it descends down. Good. And then bring your gaze forward, press into your right knee to straighten. Good. And let's stretch both arms out now for a little triangle here. So stretch, stretch, stretch. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, slide your hips over to the left a little bit as you reach over to the right. Release your right arm onto your thigh. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. And just feel all these different angle stretches, right? Opening, legs, arms. Yeah, side body, ribs. Good. One more breath. And then inhale, breath, reach your left fingertips up towards the sky to let your body float up. And exhale, release it down. Good. Lift the toes, bring the toes in. Good. And let's heel toe, heel toe. Feet back to hip distance apart. Shake it out. Get all the little knots and the little tightness nice and loose again to prepare for the other side. Yeah. All right. So now wide stance, and we'll go over to the left. So toes lift up, out to the side and down. Yes. Slight little bend in the knee. Bent knees right above like the heel of the foot. Yeah. So you take this to where it's comfortable. And raise your arms into that T. Stretch to either side. Yes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. This is good for our liver. Yeah. Good. And then looking over that middle finger, take a breath in. Exhale, see if you can relax your shoulders. Feel the shoulders soften. Maybe tuck your tailbone down. Toes gently pressing into the earth, grounding you. Good. And on your next exhale breath, relax that right arm down onto the right leg. Lift your left palm up. Keep the left knee bent as you lift the right arm up towards the sky. Bend the elbow, bring your fingers to the back of your head, and reach that left elbow up as you breathe. Yes, nice opening for our lungs today. Yeah, balancing, always practicing our balance. Inhale, slowly lift that left hand back up off your head. As you exhale, watch that left hand as it floats down. Good. Relax the shoulders. Bring the head back forward. Press into your left foot to straighten the knee. Good. And then again, floating arms out for triangle. Just a little stretch before we end this little series. Good. Slide your hips to the right. Reach over to the left. Bring your hand onto your thigh. And lift your right arm up towards the sky. So reaching up. Yes. You can even look up slightly if you'd like, if that's okay on your neck, or forward. 2 breaths here. Good. And then inhale, reach your right fingertips up to bring your body back up. Exhale, release that right arm down. Good. Then lift the left toes up, pivot them in, and heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and shake it out. Good. All right. So practicing our brain-body connection. We're going to do a little practice here, having to think and move the body. Yeah. So we're going to start with just marching. We're going to bring our hands and we're going to just tap our thighs as we march. So same cadence. Yeah. Good. And now we're going to transition to, we're going to double tap our hands, but let our feet keep the same momentum, the same cadence. Yeah. Because this helps to connect that brain body faster, make those synapses faster. All right. So you ready? So now we're going to tap fast, but not the legs. Keep the legs going slow. Yes. Tap double time on your thighs. Yeah. And now we're going to transition back to the same cadence. Hands and legs. Good. And now we're going to transition to legs double time and hands keep this momentum. Okay, ready? So now double time legs, but hands are slow. Yeah. Good. Almost there. And relax, same cadence here. Good. And relax. Roll out the shoulders. All right, we'll do that one more time. So again, it's this good practice of, it's almost like, you know, when you do this, doing something different with your hands than your feet is really wakes up the brain. Yes. All right, so again, just finding our march here. Same cadence. All right, and now I'll start double timing the hands, but keep the legs moving the same pace. Yeah. Back to the same cadence. And now double timing the legs in the march as you keep your hands lower. Yes. So simple, right? Or maybe not. And relax, back to the same cadence. Good. And relax. Roll out the shoulders. Find your mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart, kneecaps lift. We're going to take our hands and we're just going to cross. So this is another energy point here. Just we're in the hollow of you can feel right above your collarbone, sort of like a dip. Yeah, and just holding that energy point and closing the eyes. Yes. Just find your breath. So this helps us to find balance, mental, spiritual, and physical balance in the body. Yeah. Again, it helps us to release the fears, tension. Good. Actually, it helps us to lower the blood pressure. So if you're finding you're feeling, anxiety, tension, you can either do this sitting or standing. Just hold these energy points nice and soft. You're just laying your hands. And this is sending the signal into your body, to your brain to say, okay. It's also really good for thyroid health. Yes, thyroid energy. Good. And when you're feeling ready, you can slowly open. So sometimes when you hold these energy points, so we did this one and we did this one, when you just sit there and hold for a little bit, you might start feeling like a pulse in your fingers. And then you know that, okay, now it's moving and now I can release. Yeah, it's so cool. Our bodies are so cool. Yeah. All right, coming into getting our heart rate going again a little bit. So feet again about hip distance apart. And good, we're gonna do our chair pose. Good, so take a nice big breath in. So now we're gonna been working the thighs a little bit. We're gonna work the hamstrings. We're gonna work the thighs. Yeah, take a breath in again. As you exhale again, send your hips back, almost like you're looking for a stool to sit on. Good, just to where it's comfortable for you. And then see if you can lift your heart and look forward. Good, and take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you can sit back just a little bit more. Good. Lift the heart, look forward. Good. And if it's available to you, tuck your tummy in, bring one arm forward around your chair, and maybe the other arm. And if that feels like too much, bring one or both hands back onto your thighs. Good. If it feels comfortable for you, raising your arms up a little bit, looking between your hands, tuck that tummy in, breathe. 2, 1. And as you exhale, release. Good. Look down at the floor, press down into your toes, and very slowly straighten your legs. All right, we're just going to experiment with what feels better for you. Whenever we do chair pose, pick what feels better. So now we're going to try it with bringing our legs together. So you'll decide what feels better for you. And then in the future, you can use whatever feels better for you. Yeah, good. All right, so take a breath in here. As you exhale, press your legs together. Send your hips back. Find that stool. So again, just decide what feels better for you. Sometimes you feel a little bit more stable with legs together. Sometimes it doesn't feel good. Yeah. And let's try, if you can, arm forward, maybe other arm forward, gently pressing into your legs together. Maybe lifting arms up, all different options here. And breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths here. Smile. Only 10 more breaths. No, just kidding. 2 more. And exhale, release your hands onto your thighs. Press into your toes. Slowly, slowly, slowly make your way back up to your stand. Yeah. So decide what felt better. Maybe they both felt equally challenging. Yeah. Pretty good. All right. Coming into just a little bit of a back bend now before we sit down. All right. Let's come into that little mudra here again. So bringing your hands, just gently laying your pads of your fingers onto that right above your collarbone there. You can close your eyes. You can feel your heartbeat, right? That chair pose does get our heart rate going. So again, we send the signal to, okay, now the blood pressure, now you can relax a little bit. Yes, we're not running from the tiger, so you can settle down. Yes. And then slowly open the eyes, release your hands down, roll out the shoulders. Good. Let's bring our hands and just give ourselves a nice massage inside of our rib cage here. Good. And relax. Glide your hands back, interlace your hands behind your hips, soften your knees, stretch your shoulders back, and slightly lift the chin. 3 breaths here. Big breath in, and as you exhale, maybe your hands can glide a little bit closer to the floor, or maybe not. But opening up that collarbone, opening up that heart, all that energy, that beautiful energy, just making your balancing our prana energy here. Yes. And as you exhale, relax, release the head back forward, release your hands from behind you, and let's make our way back to our chairs. Good. Nice and mindful, starting with sending the hips back. Then exhale, send your hips back towards your chair. And again, I don't know your knees, your body, so however it feels good, but just try as much as you can to not plop. Again, a little tip I usually give is bring your hands to the sides of your thighs, press into your thighs as you find your chair. Yeah, that sends a signal to engage the thighs. Yes, good. Right. So finding your chair. Good. All right, nice big breath in. Exhale it out. All right. So we're going to get ready for final relaxation here, but we're going to begin with doing, so these are energy centers. So when we touch our body in certain places, it sends a signal to the brain, to certain parts. Also happens with mudras, which are little points of our fingers, little things we do with our hands that also send energy to a certain place. So we're going to do a series of mudras. Yes. So find yourself comfortable. Yes, but a gentle, tall spine. You can sit back in your chair and get ready for Shavasana here if you want to. Yeah. But before we go in, so we're going to do 3 breaths in 4 different mudras. So we're going to now just touch our thumb and our pointer finger lightly together. Yes. Feel free to close your eyes. This is Chin Mudra. Yes. So sending energy here from your heart space to your throat. So taking nice long breath in through the nose. Pause and breathe out through the nose. Pause. 2 more. In. Breathe out. One more. And now keeping your thumb and pointer finger where they are, just curl your other 3 fingers in towards your palm. Chinmaya Mudra. So this is sending energy from your throat to your third eye. Take 3 long, slow, deep breaths here. Opening up those energy channels. Throat, your voice to your third eye, seat of intuition. And now opening your fingers slightly, laying your thumb into your palm and just gently covering up your thumb with the other 4 fingers of both hands. Yes. Adi Mudra. This is sending beautiful, calming energy to the brain. 3 slow, deep breaths. Slow, deep breaths. It's just a nice, when babies are in utero, or you see little babies a lot, because their brain is just developing so much. They're in this Adi Mudra, helping to relax the brain. Good. And now releasing the thumb, bringing the thumb up and the side of your fist onto your thighs. And Miradandra Mudra. So this is the whole body, all the way from your tailbone up to the back of your neck and head, all the way up and down your spine. It's balancing the energy there. 3 long, slow, deep breaths there. And at the end of your next exhale breath, relax the hands. Just bring your palms up gently on your thighs. Eyes remain closed. And relax. Let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, just allow your body to relax, your shoulders relax. Your arms, your hands, fingers. Feel your heart relax. Your belly is soft. Thighs relaxed. Hamstrings. Calves. Your feet. And toes. Whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Sweet smile on your face. Letting go of all your worries, all your fears. Feeling blessed. Notice how you feel in this moment. And know that you have the ability, the power to bring yourself here anytime. Just drop your burdens of the past. Drop the worries that you're holding. And just be here now. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back now into this space and time, just gently begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, sway your body. Just gently waking your body back up. Slowly come back to center. Gently float your hands into prayer position. Rest them onto your beautiful heart. Good. Relax your shoulders. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. We'll close practice today again with this. Anxiety and worry takes away our ability to find the answer. When you're feeling ready and complete, you may gently begin to just slit your eyes open, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, lifting your head. And I thank you all for coming and sharing in this practice together, taking a beautiful care of yourself. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.